Good morning, I'm Casey. Happy to be back with you this morning in a video for Casey Collections. It's the first video of the new year 2023. Cheers to 2023. It is Friday, it's January 6th, and thanks for your patience as the team took a holiday break. We did reopen yesterday on Thursday, January 5th, but the first day back, I thought I would wait a day to do a live. So I hope that 2023 is off to a great start for you. I want to show you a little bit about what we've been up to and tell you some of the things that we're going to continue to concentrate on in 2023. Of course, we'll continue to bring you new home decor products each and every week. That's our plan. That's our schedule. That's what we've been doing for a long time. And before I forget, we do have a shipment of Era replacements on the way. So if the black bear's on your list, or perhaps a black and white pig, or a heart Era replacement, and I know there's at least a couple of others, chickens and running roosters, then those are on the way and they'll be here soon. We'll also be introducing a new Era replacement that you may like better than the black Era replacements. So besides continuing to bring you new home decor each and every week, and we've gotten a lot of it since we've been closed, including a big batch yesterday, we'll continue to bring you new furniture every couple of weeks, and hopefully I can keep it to that. Those twice in 1 week trips certainly add up. We will be continuing to unload a truck today where there will be some customer orders on that truck. We've called some customers already about orders that are here, but we've got some more coming. And then finally, we're going to continue to search, as always, for ways to control costs so that we can keep our prices down. So those are certainly three of our goals and commitments for 2023 to you, and to try to keep things as fresh as possible. As far as some new furniture that's coming in today, this Rich Tobacco and Sealy hutch, we have two bookcases that'll be flanked on either side of it. They're the 6-foot bookcases like these, like this one that you see in black that is sold, but one of the Rich Tobacco and Sealy bookcases will have doors at the bottom and one will not. So we'll continue to expand that section. In addition, we also have, as far as furniture is concerned, many new items. If you've missed some of the lives over the holiday break, whether it be our maple and walnut, Amish coffee tables and end tables, our coffee table and end table, or some of those hutches, you'll see many items that customers saw for the first time yesterday. But we've got more islands to get off the truck this morning. And just a ton of other products as far as furniture that we're going to be bringing in. More of our economy line of furniture is also on the truck. We've got some 48-inch TV stands on there as well. Some of the new product that came yesterday that's not quite settled yet, but you could see some cutesy little dolls that we haven't had before, ladybug dolls. Here's a bumblebee doll, and then notice some of the little bumblebee gnomes. Again, they just came in. We got hit pretty hard yesterday with more shipments. As we move down this way a little bit, we do have a large order of Crossroads candles on the way, but you can see we are still in good assortment. We had a couple people running in yesterday saying, thankfully you're open. You opened back up on Thursday the 5th. We're in need of candles. So we're still holding our own as far as butter maple syrup and country spice is concerned. But I hope next week, our large order of more Crossroads candles. I also tried, and we'll be adding again, our commitment is to continue to try to keep things fresh, some candles with labels, as well as some candles in the pint jars in different scents. So, and again, of course, more crumbles in springier scents, etc., and restocking what we've sold. As far as our timer tapers and timer candles are concerned, we don't have them out yet, but I have 140 new timer tapers that'll be going out. The stencil kind, you all love these. I was able to pick those up. So we have everything from gnomes to sunflowers to cardinals, etc. Hopefully we'll get a chance to get those out today. Also want to remind you about miscellaneous in Fairfield. I'm so excited about the inventory level there. We've increased our inventory level. We really sold down through the Christmas season. We've restocked, rearranged, like I don't remember when. and pushed a ton of new product into that store. So if you have not been to Miscellaneous or you caught us in the holiday season when we were really sold down, it's a great time to check out Miscellaneous in Fairfield, just 35 minutes north. Again, if you've never been, then I tell you right now, there isn't a better time to go than right now. In other words, we are fully stocked, fully loaded, fully refreshed, and fully renewed there. Miscellaneous is open on Thursdays through Sundays, 10 until 5. Just a reminder, our regular hours here at KC Collections are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 9 until 5. Occasionally we'll pop open on Sundays. Again, we don't know in advance. We're still just kind of trying to survive it all as we go forward. But if we find some sunny days and they're not travel days for me, etc., we may try to open. It may be that our pop-ups, go back to our old Sunday hours, which are noon until 5. We'll just kind of have to see as we go down the road here, about that. Tons of new items here. Each and every shelf has been touched. Even if you saw some prior lives, there's more items that came in yesterday that have been added to the shelves. You'll see in the beach section, here's a little bird feeder, some little beach kids. Notice the pelicans way back in there. And if you can't tell, I love the beach. Things have kind of been thrown on the shelf yesterday as we were just pushing to get so many boxes out. There are 73 days until Easter. It's always the next thing, right? What's the next thing? And believe it or not, I'm placing fall and Christmas orders for next year. That's just kind of how it works. But as we go through this spring, I know it's not spring, it just turned winter, but in my mind, former teacher, spring semester right now, we'll continue to add more gifty items as well. We've got a bereavement section here. We've got a little kitty cat section. You can see we're back in stock on some of the dolls that we had previously been out of stock on. You can see we're trying to get in some gifty ideas, not only for neighbors, but Lord, isn't it true that old age ain't for sissies? So we'll be hanging up some towels as we go along the way, but you can see this is all about farm and little dolls that have been added to these sections as well. So if you haven't been out for a while, let me tell you, there are tons of new things. You can see we have a dog section over here. We've added a little Raggedy Ann with her doggie to this particular section. We've got a But First Pray section with the black and white, and you can see there are just lots and lots of new things. If you watch the prior lives, and some of it may be a repeat, but I promise you that things have been added. In our very first display, we wanted to make this more of an Eastery, springy, bright, cheery section. So you can see some new characters there have come into the scene. Some country rabbits, the boy and the girl right there. All kinds of gnomes are, of course, part of this display, but we wanted to also keep it simple, throw in some teal and some trucks. I mean, what's a display without a truck? The rusty truck and, of course, the blue trucks as well. Swinging it around to this side, we've got some little shelf sitters all about Easter and spring, and then some dolls tucked away. So everything's not perfect, but let me tell you, we've worked hard over the break to make sure we are refreshed and renewed. This is a closeout section on the shelves right here as you go across. And then some of the items that are in the floor, like particularly, I think this particular sign. Well, that was a lot of particulars, right? Hey, first cup of coffee. Bear with me here. Have grace. But this welcome sign I do know is on closeout as well as the towel. So just mainly the things that are on the shelves across here. And we've got multiple closeout sections as you go through the store. Don't forget about bedding. It's a great time to refresh and renew as it's starting to get a little bit cooler again. We had that horrible weather right before Christmas, and then it was like it was summertime again in the 60s, and now we're getting back to the winter. So as you start to get that cabin fever and you're looking to refresh and renew now that you're either have taken the tree down or you're getting ready to take the tree down, whichever the case may be, don't forget that we are loaded up and sort of ready for you. And remember, I don't have hot flashes. I have short private vacations in the tropics. So lots of new towels that will get displayed a little bit better as we go along. We are also restocked on all things linens. We got in large shipments yesterday of not only window treatments, with a couple of new window treatments, but also as far as runners and placemats, we've gotten in 2 large shipments this week from our vendors. Swinging it over here just for a moment. In the prior lives, I've shown you while we've been closed that we reworked these shelves to make them brighter and lighter on this side. Certainly a little bit of a love focus going on down through here. Don't forget to touch our Real Touch flowers and take them home. There's nothing like quality artificial flowers, and when you can drop in a Real Touch flower, and that's what all of these are right through here, you just can't beat it. If you need help putting an arrangement together and you already have a container, don't be shy, just bring it in. We certainly can help you do that as well. That's what we call playing. So many new goodies added along the way here, whether it be birds or signage that was pushed out yesterday. As we swing over to these sections, you can see we've added our Valentine's flags down below. And of course, let all that you do be done in love, towels kind of hanging down as well. Our Americana section, we continue to add there. Also, notice the standing gnome. It looks like he's got little leather slippers on. We popped him into this scene yesterday. And so just a little smorgasbord as you go through here, whatever season you're looking for, we got a little bit of it, assuming it's not fall and Christmas, because we're pretty tapped out of those. But whether it's Americana or moving forward to summer and early spring, or of course the sunflowers that I love so much, and don't forget to touch these Real Touch sunflowers that are not only here in orange, but in yellow. So top of the morning to you, and cheers to 2023. First video of 2023, letting you know we are still here. We reopened yesterday. We had a busy day, lots of customers, and also lots of product that came in. So this is the first chance to get to you this morning. I do want to show you we are restocked on iron, and a new piece for us that we'll get all decorated up is the bunny candle holder. We'll get some wreaths in that and make that all fresh. If you didn't hear the top of the live, we are going to be continuing to get new product each and every week. I cannot tell you how many boxes that we got in yesterday. We're able to push out. I was able to bring some things back from Pennsylvania. We pushed those items out as well. And we will continue to do the same as we move through the day-to-day, continuing to push more goodies out for you to be able to see and shop, and hopefully come see hopefully we're one of your happy places. We're going to be doing some furniture resets. I wanted to wait for this last load of furniture, meaning to finish the load that's here on the lot right now before we did a lot of resetting. But you can see that we do have our antique white section firmly in place. We'll get the table over here. Here in the back, some more tables. If you've missed the prior lives, then I wanted you to be able to see this morning that we are back in stock on our 6-foot maple and walnut table. This table also that I learned over break can be custom ordered in a variety of lengths. So let's say you need an 8-foot table, we can get it done. You need a 6-foot table that goes out to 8 feet, we can get it done. We just have to get a quote from the folks, because they don't give us a price list with prices changing so much, but we can make that in a variety of sizes. Delighted to have been able to add 2 new pieces to go with this line of furniture. A 2-door hutch, and again, this is maple and walnut. So what that means is harder wood glides on the drawers, so the prices are accordingly when you compare this one to a classic hutch, and you compare this one to an extra large classic hutch, you're going to notice a price difference, but it is because of the wood. We are back in stock on our barrel table set. It does come with 4 chairs, but we do have 2 other chairs that can be purchased as a pair to go with it. We continue to add flags along the way. Some cuties that came in this week that we haven't had a chance to get up yet, but they are out. Notice this one, the Funny Farm. So it looks like they're having a little bit of a good time and a party. Over here, welcome to the Funny Farm on more of a serious note. Backing it up just a little bit, you can see we've tried to include lots of animals, as well as starting to bring in cardinal flags. And then we can never forget about our pigs. It seems like more and more people are loving the whole pig decor concept. So we are trying to listen to what you're saying. If there's things that you are looking for, please don't hesitate to certainly let us know. If we don't know what you're looking for, it's hard for me to buy it or to find it, or perhaps I can't get it. But on the flip side of the coin, there could be a possibility that I could find it for you. So we're delighted to be given that opportunity. Or if there's just something that you think we should carry, we can't make any promises that would be the case, but we're certainly delighted for you to just talk to us and let us know. Other clearance sections still going on, so grab them while I continue to be able to stand them on the walls. So whether you're buying them for gifts for this year or you're putting them back for gifts for next year. I know before I had stores, I always kept a container in my closet. And there was always a time that I'd forgotten someone's birthday and it was late at night. And so I went to my container and I was thoughtful about how I put gifts into that container. So therefore, when I needed a gift, it certainly served the purpose and didn't make me feel bad at midnight when I realized I needed a gift for the next morning. As you go over here, our black and white section, we are still fine-tuning the displays. That just didn't seem to get finished with all of the other goodies that we were working on. But you can see it's all about black and white. I think we've added some signs in places. I mean, when you're here every day, it kind of gets to be a blur about what I've shown you and certainly what I haven't shown you. So hopefully you are seeing plenty of new things, because I have to tell you, almost the entire store has been touched. Speaking of entire store being touched, also at Miscellaneous in Fairfield, that entire store has been touched. It is restocked and reloaded like I haven't seen it in a long time. So if now is a good time for you to slide up the Shenandoah Valley to I-81 exit 200, remember that we are open at Miscellaneous on Thursdays through Sundays, 10 until 5. And whatever you're looking for, whether it's ladybugs, because there are a lot of people that have asked us at that store for ladybugs, whether it's sunflowers, whether it's farm, just a new gift type idea from something that's been American made. Valentine's items, I've posted those lately, a ton of Valentine's items in the front display, or so many more items. Be sure to include Miscellaneous in your plans, because I'm telling you, we have the best selection that we've had in a while, because we've been pretty cleaned out as we've moved through the holiday season. Also, as far as our wall here, you can see that we are restocked. We are back on board with our berry vendor, meaning they are back in stock. So we do have our large wreaths displayed. It's exciting to see so many berry products on the wall. Everything that we have, with the exception of 2 different wreaths, is out. So in most cases, that is going to be the case. Our storage facilities on site are very limited. So we push as much as we can, or I only buy what I think I can get out, with the exception of those berry wreaths. Sometimes I do buy a larger case. You can see some little gnomes have been added to our display over here. We are still working on getting our frame prints that look more like herbs up. But in addition to that, some new looks for us as we swing down to here. Notice some of the little angels there in the back that we haven't had before. We also have a new angel that has lavender on her that I'll be trying to push out this morning. So again, I hope your 2023 is off to a great start. Apologies for not getting with you yesterday on the live. You know how the first day back is. In other words, the team took a great break, and I'm so grateful for the grace and everyone understanding for us taking a holiday break, for the team to be able to take that break. But yesterday was always a struggle, your first day back, kind of getting back in the groove. So I figured that today, with more product to show you, would be a better day. Remember, we do have about, a half a truckload at this point of furniture that hasn't been unloaded. And again, more home decor to go out, but you can see there's tons of it that we've just laid down that I just showed you that we haven't had a chance to push out properly yet, but they're out. You'll notice some new little figurines that came in, lots of new birds that have been added to this display since I showed it to you last. And if you missed the lives over break, then you can tell a lot has been done in the store. So hats off to the team for helping with all of those goodies on the couple of days that we did work together over the holiday break. Notice here a Ladybug little bird feeder. It's a gnome. Over to our nightlight section, that part needed to be kind of expanded a bit. So while they're not up, we have added a dream catcher. Notice here a windmill, the 10-punch star, the home can. Also notice the hummingbird. It is a very large nightlight, larger than any of the others, and a sea lantern. So we'll be adding those to our nightlight selection and also updating our nightlight displayer. As far as park lamps are concerned, we did get in a large shipment yesterday, so we are in good condition on this particular lamp, which is our number one, the Blackstone lantern, but also this one that's really kind of a remake of that lantern. We now have multiples. So if you're looking for more of a white touch to our original lantern that was more in the punch tin, this one is wood with a little bit of galvanized metal at the top. It looks beautiful with the gray and white check shade. We do have multiples of those in the house, and we are in good selection on our lamps. We've brought back some of our old favorites. We don't have them displayed quite yet, but you can see the mini onion lamp, and then I think it's an 8.5-inch chamber stick lamp as well. Our economy line of furniture, we're still in good shape on that. More of it's come back. I've got more of it to get off the truck this morning. So I did want to mention we do have two 48-inch TV stands coming off the truck. We still have our coffee bar here, and two other coffee bars will be coming off this morning. I think one is, and actually the coffee bar, I believe, is a little bit different from this one. But we've got two pieces that are similar that are designed for coffee, being able to hang up the cups, etc., that are in black and gray that will also be coming off the truck this morning. As we move into the back rooms, and again, our goals for 2023 or our commitments are to continue to bring you home decor each and every week. We've been doing that forever now. It gives us the opportunity to have a limited batch of processing each and every week to be able to stay at a good scheduling pattern so that our full-time team has balance in their home life and isn't working overtime. But the advantage for you, the customer, is that you get to see new products each and every week where we're buying where we're buying a wide instead of deep. In other words, lots of new products, but not buying a pallet of each and every one. We'll continue to get in furniture every couple of weeks. I'd like to keep it to that. Those 2 road trips in a week are definitely getting old. And as always, we'll continue to search for new ways to control costs to be able to keep our retail prices down. On furniture orders, I can tell you, as I deviate just for a moment, I've talked to the furniture vendors, eyeball to eyeball, as they say, and furniture prices are not coming down. They're simply including what they called, and this is pretty typical, a surcharge for us last few months because the prices have changed so much. They're now just, okay, well, we're going to print you a new price list and the surcharge is just going to be added in. I've asked for some type of commitment as far as how long the pricing they feel will stay the same. They'll only commit to the first quarter. So what does that mean and why am I telling you? For the first quarter on any furniture orders that we place, until we get notice that would be to the contrary, so we reserve the right to change that, we're going to drop that uncertainty fee that we've been tacking on to the orders because we were caught in the middle, meaning you paid a certain amount, but when we picked it up, we never knew what we were paying. Since they've given us somewhat of a halfway, if you will, quote unquote, guarantee that they're going to keep our prices now, the new increased prices, the same for the first quarter, then the uncertainty fee will be waived for the first quarter. So if you're ordering, you can order for the same price that if you see the item on the floor for. We are going to take a price increase from our economy vendor, so I know that's coming along here real soon. So if the economy line is something that you're looking for, then again, that's that back row TV stands, the economy TV stands, etc. Then sooner rather than later is a good time to buy. This room right now, come on in. It's open. Pardon our mess. We're temporarily using it for processing. We are just out of space under one roof. So what we're trying to do is, keep ourselves warm. In other words, we've got lots of processing. It was an order that I couldn't get stopped. Long story short, we're going to be processing it and then we'll move it out. So just ignore what's become a little bit of an ugly room. But with that being said, we know you'll pardon us. And if there's anything you see that you need us to reach for you, we certainly can do that. In the meantime, we're trying to stay warm, trying to process product, and also trying to get that product moved out if it's not something that's going to go right onto the shelves. So that pretty much is a tour of KC this morning, the first video of 2023. Our hours are Thursdays through Saturdays, 9 until 5. We'll occasionally pop open on Sundays. There's no guarantees. We're just doing the best we can to balance out now a new variable, which is the weather. And the weather in Pennsylvania with my travel schedule. And let me tell you, you cannot pay any attention to it many times. I went one day this week instead of another because there was supposed to be no rain in Pennsylvania. And you all had like a 60-odd degree day here. So I forsaked being able to possibly get a little time in the sunshine to get up the road, to get the furniture, to be a responsible human and pick up some home decor. And guess what? I was loading the home decor in, and that is, yes, rain. So you can never pay any attention to it, even when it's, when they're talking about rain, much less when they're talking about snow and ice. So with that being said, Sundays are a real wild card right now, and it's even wilder because of the travel schedule and trying to work around being in a box truck in the snow and ice. Been there, done that, and it's not a lot of fun. Don't forget to check out Miscellaneous. I'm telling you, it's a great time to see all of the new goodies. There are so many. I'm personally shoving in new product, as well as my mom ordering each and every week. So a renewed commitment now that I've gotten things, don't want to say this out loud, under control, under one roof. I can give that store, which I have neglected for a long time, with my mother, more time and attention. So I'm personally pushing in new product each and every week, as well as what she is ordering. And that's some really, really cute stuff. For now, though, I want to end with my wish for you for January, because, it's like a year's like a Big Mac, and I loved it when I could eat those. But anyway, it's kind of hard to eat the whole thing at once, and sometimes it's hard to even handle a day at once. But for now, let's just concentrate on 1 month, because we know it's a brand new year and a brand new start. And I used to mention to my students when I taught accounting, listen, you can't concentrate on the runway behind you, meaning the past, or the sky above you, meaning the future, when you're trying to land the plane. So may January for you be filled with good health, with happiness, with positivity, with progress, with opportunity, excuse my voice there, and with love. And with that, we know it can all change in a blink of the eye, but that's my wish for you for January. Be safe and enjoy the journey, and come see us when you can.